gamers from every age. Join us now, turn the page. From the big screen to the small. It's Geek Week, the podcast of the year. Join the fun with laughter and cheer. Toys collecting and tales from the past. Tune in now, the good times will last.
We dive into movies that make us dream, with memories like a childhood theme. TV shows that caught our eyes, let's collect the moments and rise.
Like, share, subscribe, don't miss out. It's Geek Week, the podcast of the year. Join the fun with laughter and cheer. Toys collecting and tales from the past. Tune in now, the good times will last.
Like, share, subscribe, don't miss out.
Hello and welcome to the Geek Week, episode 183, with me, Jacob's Toys, and of course the wonderful one and only SuperSorrell. This is our big geeky Christmas special. Sorrel, how you doing?
It is. I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. I'm well in the Christmas spirit, like well and truly in the Christmas spirit now. Like, it is here. Christmas has arrived. Very quickly, if you are watching us live, please do join in as we go, because we do enjoy all your comments. A couple of shout outs very quickly. Shelley's in the chat, Annie Roberts in the chat, Bethany Beth's there. We've got Josh Boy Toys. We've got John Hood's in there as well. Yes, we will get to more comments as we go through. Everyone's just sort of saying Merry Christmas to each other and sending emojis, which is really nice. Do carry that on and join in as we go. If you're watching us on catch up though, like we know a lot of you do, Mr. Sorrel, what is it they need to put in the chat?
Hashtag catch up crew.
There we go. There we go. Now, it's our big geeky Christmas special quiz and chat. So we thought we would give you all a little Christmas present and invite a very special guest on the show for the first half of the show anyway. We're going to do our geeky Christmas quiz and chat with him now for the first half. And then in the second half of the show, we're going to talk about everything that's happened this week, from Superman to Karate Kid to Skeleton Crew to What If to Sonic 3, all of that stuff. So stick around for the second half where we talk about that. But for now, let's bring our special guest in. It is Ryan Speaks Geek, aka Santa's geeky elf.
Hello.
All right, mate.
What,
mate? Nice to see you again. I only saw you the other weekend in person when we met with Steve.
Live in person.
I know. It was good. It was good. It was good fun though, wasn't it? Hanging out with Steve and
really good.
Yeah,
it was super nerdy, and it was really funny because realistically, we're just sitting there going like, we didn't buy that, we didn't buy that, we didn't buy that, but we did buy this. Don't worry, Steve, we bought this.
Don't like that one. When's this one coming back? Can I have a barge? And
where is my barge,
Yeah,
Steve?
exactly.
Where is my barge?
But there we go. There we go. So, but no, it's very cool. It's very cool, Steve, to come by, and we obviously spent some time with him, which was cool. Videos are all online if you wanted to see it and you've not seen it already. But there we go. Christmas. How you doing for Christmas?
Christmas. I doing all right. I'm terribly disorganized this year, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've basically sorted it out in the last 48 hours. So,
Nice.
Unfortunately, you know what happens is, like, Christmas comes around, and then you're also like, I have also got to dust my action figure shelves, and you can't keep canceling that.
No.
I had that appointment, wrestle with my self-loathing. I can't cancel that again. All those things. It was just like busy times, man.
See, now me and my missus do something. Me and my wife do something, and we thought it was quite standard, but I'm yet to find someone that kind of does it as well. We don't buy each other anything for Christmas, like, at all. Like, we don't buy each other Christmas presents at all. Not even small token ones. We're like, you know what? We're adults. If we want stuff during the year, we buy it. If she wants something, we buy it. If I want something, I put it on a list. Like, it's how it works. Like, no, if I want something, I'll buy it. If she wants something, I'll buy it. We buy it.
You just give each other a crisp high five in the mornings.
Yeah, we just like a good gentlemanly handshake, and that's it. We don't buy each other Christmas presents. We haven't done for a few years now, so we just kind of treat ourselves throughout the year and just spend all our time and money on like kids and friends and stuff. So
What about Super Mrs. Sorrell? Do you get Christmas presents for each other?
Yeah. she's worse than me for shopping. If I didn't get Lynn anything for Christmas, she'd go mental.
yeah, see, we just have a real like kind of understanding that we're like, you know what, we don't buy, and it takes the stress out of it. I'll tell you what, it really does take the stress out of it because you haven't got to like, yeah.
Do you not buy yourself a Christmas present? Because like every year I do a thing where you've laughed at me before in recent years for this, but I mean, I always do the thing of to me from me. You know what I mean? Like I'll buy myself something nice this time. To me from me.
And I just do that throughout the year. I'll just do that all the time.
I'm sensing it's some kind of blind bag because it's SuperSorrell.
You would be wrong. In fact, you would be very, very surprised at what I bought. It's Transformers Blockies.
Oh, I saw these. I saw these at the Battlesbridge store. They're not Battlesbridge.
This is Scourge.
Where the right show?
Yeah, man, this is Scourge, and he lights up as well. He's got his eyes light up, and his chest plate lights up. And if you buy Bumblebee, he's actually compatible, and you can make Bumblebee like attack him, kind of thing.
Yeah, they're very cool. I like I said, I saw them at the
an advert. All you need to say is battery's not included, and you've done it because it's like it's got lights, it's got sound, and if you get Bumblebee, it interacts together. Bumblebee sold separately.
I haven't seen those blockies like standard like out there. I did see them at the store at Power Station, Battersea Power Station, the store that they opened up. They had loads of those blockies, like most of the figures I think available they had there, but I haven't really seen them elsewhere. But they look awesome.
Game of all places. Yeah, I've got a Toy Town near me that sells them. But
Toy
Game
Town.
of all places. Yeah, there's a place called Toy Town near me. It's amazing. And it sells all sorts.
Lives in a Disney film.
I'd really do.
That's where
I go down to Toy Town.
That's where I normally work with Santa Claus when we do our work every year.
You know what you look like, Ryan? You look like one of them people that have worked at a Christmas village but then got removed because they're actually on a list.
Wow. At least I made a festive effort.
Hey, I'm ready for the quiz. I'm ready for the quiz. I think it's because the ear placements are just too high.
Do you know what? Here's the problem, right? There is only one Christmas hat we have that fits my. Because I don't know if you guys notice this, and everyone in the chat's probably going to join in and go, obviously, but I've got a giant head.
Right.
It's huge. It's so big that it can't be huge. It has to add an extra letter, and now it's huge.
So the hat that you're wearing is the same size as this one that I have here.
Yeah, basically, this is it. Like, this is a full-size Christmas hat I've had to stick on like a comically large band. So the only hat that fits me, and Jake will appreciate this, is from Duke's Genesis in Chelmsford.
Wow.
That was a freebie. It was a nightclub that went out of business about 15 years ago that we've somehow miraculously still got one of those Christmas hats, and that's the only one that fits me. However, I have also misplaced it. So I've got no idea where it is. So the best I could do was a pair of these ears that don't quite fit and make me look like some weird sort of list Spock.
You are definitely on Santa's naughty list. Just for everyone in the chat, right? So Duke's was a nightclub in Chelmsford,
Duke's
and it was like the main nightclub. And every Christmas they had hundreds of these hats and gave them all out over Christmas, and it had like the logo on the front. But they were pretty decent hats. But it closed down and whatnot and went out of business. And now in the museum in Chelmsford, there's actually a section in the museum dedicated to that nightclub. There's like a chair, isn't there? And like posters and it's really surreal kind of being there and somewhere I visited in my youth is, he's senior ears.
There we go.
Oh, come on.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's way better. Do you know what I love about this though? You guys are all being like, "Oh, you're all festive." And look at you two. Jack's made a very good point. Bet Ryan is so glad he came back after that. Yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled.
Ryan, we haven't changed.
Do you know what? I used to moan about being called our good friend Ryan Speaks Geek, but I will take that over our friend Ryan, who should be on the list.
No. I said that you look like
you belong on a list.
Not better.
Not that you are. You're not on any list. I would have
rather you said, "Oh, Ryan's come on dressed as a Vulcan accountant," than you say that it looks like someone who should be on the list.
Yeah, the
And
nice
and-
list, Brian. The
but
nice list.
they,
That's what
yeah,
I meant.
right.
The nice list.
No,
of
you meant
Santa.
you meant the list that they check more than twice in the police. That's what you
No,
meant.
the nice list. For clarification, Ryan is on the nice list, the good list. He has been a very good boy, and I'm sure he's going to get lots of presents from Santa Claus. Yeah, there you go. Is that better?
Can I share something
Go on.
on set? But I'll need to get your permission on the app. You ready
Ooh.
for this?
Yeah, I think so. It's
I put in a good word for you boys because I care. Can you see that?
Yep. Got to press play, I think. Ryan, press play.
Did it work?
No, press play.
Oh, I'm using the wrong window, aren't
Ah!
I? Right. So it's this window, right? Can you see it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
got
can
him.
see it.
You got to
Yeah,
press play.
Press play. We can't see
I
it.
did.
It's not doing anything.
It's not doing anything.
Is it not doing it?
No.
Just click watch Santa's video.
Is that where it's? Oh, is it on my? Is it on this one?
Yes.
Is it not coming up on this screen?
We can only see one screen, but I don't know what other screens you're referring to.
We
let's
can
have
see
a-
your inbox.
Where? How do we?
Yeah, we can see your email right now, mate.
There's nothing
Bar-
interesting in there.
I mean, Barry's Cactus Club. I mean, I'm loving that.
Well, mate, you know that's my weekly, that's my monthly cactus subscription. You know. Why is it not letting me play the video? Oh, it won't let me play the video on the screen. And I put
What's
so
it-
much effort into talking to Santa for you guys. Oh, I'm not angry, just disappointed.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. I'm sure there was.
Just
I'm
know
sure-
that Santa basically said, and this is, I've heard this from the horse's mouth, that apparently, if you're good, that he knows that Ash wants 100 blind bags and Jake would like hot toys.
Oh,
And for his
thanks,
phone to make less noise when it goes off.
thanks, man.
I made a
tell you
Christmas effort for you guys.
These Santa hats are really warm. They're really,
really
really hot.
I'm really warm in this jumper.
Dude, yeah, well, this was like, look, this is air conditioned. Look at this, like, look, not a drop of sweat on there.
I think we need to go with this Christmas quiz, otherwise I'm going to be sleepy sorrel very soon in this thing.
Yeah.
So, would you like Ryan the Geeky Elf special Christmas quiz?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. There we go.
Okay.
Can we just say though, we did one at Halloween, didn't we? We did a
You
Halloween.
both did terribly at it, yeah.
I think we need to establish here some way of kind of who's answering the question.
Well, okay. Should we take it in turns? So, because I've got 10 questions and a tiebreaker if it's needed.
Okay. Yeah.
So, should we do? I'll take it in turns. I'll ask Jake one, then Ash one, and then we'll see what the score is. What with George Dawes, what are the scores at the end? Right.
Okay,
Are you ready,
right.
Jacob? Well, your
Yes.
first question
Okay.
in the song, "The 12 Days of Christmas," what is
Yep.
day 7? You sitting there going,
Seven Lords of Leaping.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's a bad miss. It's actually 7 swans are swimming. Oh, close, but no cigar. The problem is some of these are probably going to be easier for others.
5 gold rings. I know that one.
Do you know what's really funny? That was what I originally put, and my wife said that's way too easy. So you need to change it to day 7. She was right.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Thanks
So-
very much, Mrs. Speaks Geek.
That is nil point for Jacob.
Okay.
SuperSorrell, who I feel like is going to be happier with a much easier question because I didn't know this is the format we were taking.
Right.
What film is Turbo Time from?
Oh, come
I
on.
jingle all the way.
A point to SuperSorrell.
What? That is not an evenly based.
Jacob,
question.
name the capital of.
No, I'm not
On
that mean.
Santa's route, which is the 750th country that he will visit. Yeah.
Jacob, what is the 4th thing on the American Bill of Rights? I'm just joking. What is? Sorry.
That was genuine. Then.
No, I've kept it on a theme. The theme is Christmas. See what I did there? Which horror icon had a Christmas film this year?
Art the Clown.
Yep, I'll accept that because it was Terrifier 3, but I will accept Art the Clown.
Not even seen it.
SuperSorrell. How are you feeling about the question, SuperSorrell? You all good?
I'm excited.
Yeah? You've travelled a long way to be here, and I know there's a lot of exciting prizes up for grabs. Which cartoon had a Christmas special? He-Man or Thundercats?
He-Man.
He-Man, 1985.
Yeah. I thought I did.
Jacob. Which TV special is the character Lumpy from?
What?
God.
Which Christmas special is the character Lumpy from? You know it, don't you, Ash?
I think so.
You wish you didn't, but you do.
Lumpy? Can I have some kind of clue? Like, is this a cartoon or a TV show or like?
I'll
what?
tell you what, I will give you a clue. It's me. I've come up with a question, and if you look behind my shoulder, it might give you a hint.
Oh, Star Wars.
It's the Star Wars Holiday Special. Lumpy is Chewie's son. Never repeated. Only the short cartoon is available currently. Disney Plus. So yeah, if you want the whole thing, you can see it in a bootleg copy on YouTube. My wife forgiven me for making her watch it. SuperSorrell. Black Christmas has been made how many times?
3.
It is 3. 1974, 2006, and 2019. I really thought I was going to get you on that one.
I knew there were a recent one.
You got to ask him a hard one, so it's a tiebreaker.
Yeah. To be honest, mate, like I said, I didn't know this was the format. I would have probably changed it a bit. Let's see how up to date with the times Jacob's Toys is. What is Christmas number 1, 2024 in the UK?
You know what? I listened to the top 10 in the car, and it got to number 4, I think it was. So I'm going to hesitate a guess, but is it Wham?
It is Wham! Last Christmas. Jacob's Toys comes in. I have forgotten who's got how many points each already.
Sorry, point ahead.
No. Yeah, so Ash has got 3. You've got 2. SuperSorrell. In the film Home Alone, what is the name that the criminals want to go by? What do they want to be known by?
In the first film,
Mm-hmm.
the Wet Bandits.
Correct. It is the Wet Bandits. Now, Jake, I feel a little bit bad about this next question because that this one is significantly more obscure than Ash's question.
Well, swap them round then. Give us all the obscure
Okay,
ones.
Jake, in Home Alone, what would they name the angel in It's a Wonderful Life? I will accept one name. You don't have to do the full name. I will accept one name just to try and help you out. And if I will give you a hint,
I've never
the name
seen it.
also features in the film 8 Mile. As a weird link. So yeah.
I've never seen Wonderful Life.
Have you seen 8 Mile?
Yeah, but there's loads of
Think about the final rap.
Clarence.
Clarence Oddbody is the name. So there we go. So unfortunately, Ash is 1 ahead. So Ash does win. However, shall I ask the tiebreaker
One
anyway?
more question.
Oh, maybe I didn't do a tiebreaker. How many is that? I didn't do a tiebreaker. I can't count.
Ash has to,
Okay.
if Ash gets this wrong, then we're tied.
Yeah.
And he might do because I made the tiebreaker quite hard. Which country do Christmas trees originate from?
Norway.
It's Germany.
Ooh.
Right, unset. Please hold while I think of a good tiebreaker question that I definitely prepared for.
He's definitely Googling this. Well, Bethany Beth just said in the chat that did you know that Christmas trees are not tied to Christmas?
No,
No,
they're
not tied to St. Nicholas, Santa Claus. What?
Nope.
Did you know that Christmas tree is not tied to St. Nicholas, Santa
Yeah,
Claus?
it's nothing to do with Santa. It's nothing to do with St. Nicholas. It's an old pagan tradition.
Yeah.
Bringing
The
a tree
winter
indoor.
solstice, which was the other day, I think.
Hmm.
Right.
In the words of Olaf from Disney, you know, you bring a tree, you chop it down, you bring its corpse into the house, and you dress it. I love it.
Okay. Tiebreaker question. And there is a correct answer to this, and it's purely based on me.
We've got to give
ready?
our answers. Well, I think we've both got to give her an answer, haven't we?
Mm.
Yeah. How many Home Alone films are there?
5.
4.
Neither of you are correct. There is a correct answer.
6 then.
There is a correct answer.
Is there more than 6?
1.
Jake's closer.
2.
2.
Yeah! There are only 2 Home Alone films. The rest don't exist. It's a lie, children. You've been lied to. There are only 2 Home Alone films. And therefore, Jacob's Toys wins the festive quiz. And
How many
what
are
do you
there, though?
6. 5.
Apparently 6.
There's 6 now. Jesus
both
Christ.
right.
And your prize is this limited edition Sharpie that sort of has some ink left in it. Merry Christmas, Jacob.
Thanks, mate.
You've definitely won out of everyone.
Hang on. Hang on.
And do you know who
the
else has won? I think the audience at home. They've really won because
They
they've
are the
all
real
learned
winners.
something
They
today.
are the real winners.
You're welcome, people.
Well, because I lost the Christmas quiz. Hang on. I'll be back.
He's going to disrobe now. Oh my god! If he please have you got something
Just
underneath
comes
that, right?
back naked.
Yeah.
Or he'll come back as a Grinch.
Santa
Right, it will
baby.
It'll change. I'm guessing the Grinch. That's
Okay,
my,
I'm
my...
guessing enough for him to be on a list. I did get myself a Christmas
Drum roll.
present though, which I will happily show you in a moment. Giggity.
Did you? You got one already?
I got myself one. Ah, we were both wrong, but I'm also very glad I was wrong actually.
Ryan thought you were going to come back naked, and I said you were going to come back as a Grinch.
So
I
I'm
don't
glad
have a
to be
Grinch
wrong.
costume. I really need to have a Grinch costume. I nearly bought a Krampus costume this year. Nearly.
It surprises me you don't have a Krampus or Grinch costume. I'll be honest.
I did buy
see my
Grinch slippers today, the other day though.
very nice. Do you want to see my present to myself this year?
Yeah, go on. Oh. Have yours arrived already?
Merry Christmas, Ryan. From
How have
Ryan.
yours arrived already? Mine were coming direct from Hasbro, and they're not even in sight.
Because I literally work in Santa's workshop, so I get them straight off production.
Throw it back up. Let's have a look at the packaging, because Steve did say the packaging was really nice.
Look at that.
It's basically the VHS cover.
Yeah. Nice though. Very nice.
And that's yeah, it's that kind of show now, people.
How good are they in person? Because obviously the promo work looked quite good.
Let's find out together.
It's the first time you're opening them.
Yeah. I have kept it for this show because I care about you and the people. So, oh, okay. Looking at Egon. Oh. I wonder if that shows up that well.
Are we happy with it or not? Looks
Mate,
very
well, that's the camera, not the figure. The figure looked like that, I'd be very concerned. But actually, do you know what? That is awesome. It's got the little proton pack as well.
That's cool.
It's got the spot, mate. That looks and feels really tight. Yeah, they're really cool. That is my Christmas present to myself. Is me Ghostbuster O-ring figures. it's a line I really hope they revisit and continue in the future. But I'll tell you what, they've got like even the little name tags. You can't see on the camera, but they're really clear, and the head sculpts are awesome. It's weird. They kind of look old modern, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they go to that scale for future stuff because they could
It would be
world
good.
build very easily in that scale.
I'm just surprised.
Yeah,
that they
100%.
didn't. I'm really surprised that their HasLab wasn't aimed at that line.
Can you imagine?
I really
like
thought it was going to be the firehouse.
Can you imagine a diorama piece with the library with the two the two versions of the ghost, and you push a button, the bookcase swings around. It's the evil version of the ghost.
That would have been really so cool.
That would be cool. It would work in that scale.
Yeah, they all look really good. They've even got Bill Murray's balding down to a T.
I wondered where you were going with that then. They've got Bill Murray's balls as well.
Yeah. They really captured the balls on Bill Murray, you know. Merry Christmas, woof. Yeah, it looks good. It's got like the goggles, it's got the PKE meter and the trap, and then it's got a separate tray which has got the hoses for the wands. But
nice.
Yeah, that's my Christmas present to myself.
Nice.
And I can highly recommend them to everyone. Although order them now, and you should still get them before Jake gets his.
Yeah, I still haven't got mine. I'm just having a look now. Seeing if I can actually.
Did you actually order them?
Yeah.
You didn't cancel them when you got your HasLab?
No.
Speaking of HasLabs, I had a chance. My good friend David the Dad has got his HasLab Ghost arrived.
Has it arrived already?
Yeah, and I was around there last night putting it together with him. It is awesome. It's huge. Like, absolutely ridiculously massive. It's very cool. And they can confirm, live on the Geek in the review, they do. You can put your vintage collection figures in there, but they actually hold the original Rebels figures really well, like the one from the original line, the basic 5 POA. But it's fantastic. It's so detailed. It's got loads of little Easter eggs. It's got loads of sort of playability. It's an awesome piece, but it is absolutely massive. The box was, I reckon, about the size of my shelves here. Like, it was absolutely massive.
Yeah, see, Steve put a video up of him cracking open his, and it looks huge.
Mm.
But having seen it at MCM, I'm not surprised. Like, the thing is massive.
There is a lot of assembly required. Comes through like a big long body, and then you've got to put like triangles. It's weird because it's like making some kind of weird Christmas star because you're putting like sliding the triangles in on the side. And I was like, and you got to fit the engines.
Nice.
No stickers.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be back. You guys chat among yourselves.
Where's he?
Hey, see the game last night. So what's on your Christmas list, Ash? What you got? Hopefully in the on Christmas Day.
I actually don't know this year. Mr. SuperSorrell got me a bunch of surprise stuff that I've not asked for, so I have no idea what that could be. But I'll tell you what I did pick up this week, man. That was on my Christmas list anyway. That I wanted. But I had to get these, and I know you'll appreciate them as a '90s geek like me. Goosebumps pop vinyls.
Oh, when did they start doing those?
So these are brand new. I've not seen these in store yet, but they're on Amazon. And right now there's about 5 available. And you can get Slappy the Dummy, you can get Bad Hair Day, Attack of the Mutant, and the Werewolf from Fever Swamp. But I opted for these two because they're like the most iconic, I think. Slappy the Dummy and the Hard Mask.
Yes. Do you know what? I don't collect pop vinyl, but I might get those because I love Goosebumps so much.
They're doing mystery minis next year. You know the blind box like ones that I love from Funko. They're doing the blind box ones of Goosebumps, and there's going to be like the Scarecrow, the gnomes. They're doing all the monsters basically in it.
Oh, that's going to be so cool. I still think my favorite bit about the Master Mutant episode is that they got Adam West to play the Gazelle.
Yep. Did you ever play the video game in the 90s?
And now I'm in it. Yes, it was so good.
Loved that game. Get that kid! It's still imprinted in my mind.
It's on PC, wasn't it? If I remember.
Yeah, it was PC. Correctly. And you had that weird pinky guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Did they do ever do a Goosebumps Christmas special episode?
I don't
'Cause
think
they did,
so.
I think they did a book.
They might have
in
done
the
a
more
book, yeah, like
modern one.
Abominable Snowman and things like that. I think they've done stuff like that over the years, but they've never done like there was never a Christmas special on TV, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, that's a wasted opportunity. There
It
should
is a
have been for that.
massive. It really should be. I would love a Christmas special on Goosebumps.
Really could be Santa Claus, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you've got Krampus. That's enough, isn't it? And now we've got Art the Clown. Which,
Yes.
by the way, if you do get an Art the Clown doll, the Build-A-Bear outfit does fit him.
Oh my god. Is that a Build-A-Bear?
That's a Build-A-Bear outfit over the top of the Mezco 12-inch doll.
Anyone working for Build-A-Bears going like, this isn't what we designed it for. Why are you doing
I have to do it, mate. As soon as I saw the costume, I was like, that will fit Chucky and Art the Clown.
That's so worrying in so many levels.
So what's your number one hope for a Christmas gift? Have you got something on your list that you're hoping for?
Myself?
Yeah, either of you.
Yes, I really like the Star Wars art books. So I've got like a lot of the ones, art of concept art from all the different films. But I've got some really big gaps. So I haven't got the Rebels one. I haven't got. I think it's the Rise of Skywalker one. I haven't got. I think it's the Solo one. So I would really like those. It's one of my favorite things to do. Is to just that's one of my chill out things. Is just reading through those. So I would quite like those. There's a couple of figures on my list. One of them being the Super 7 reaction Mars Attacks figure. I want the alien.
Nice.
And then there's a couple of the retro Star Wars figures I still haven't picked up. So just a couple of bits, but nothing big, to be honest, this year, actually, which is unusual for me. Normally it's like big thing, but I don't have any big things this year. What about yourselves? Well, obviously Jake's not getting any presents this year.
No, I just get stuff when I want to get it. I did pick something up though that is pretty cool, right? Look at this thing. That is like it's like wobbly.
Oh,
Oh wow! I thought that was like
Yeah.
a solid brick or something.
No, it's wobbly, and I was going to put it up somewhere, but it's not just Geek Week, right? So I'm gonna just position it over myself quickly. So it's an app, right? You attach an app to it.
if this says Ryan should be on a list, I'm going to be so angry.
I could put that on it. I really could put that
Don't.
on it. All right, I'll leave this on for now because the app's just updating, which is not helpful. But no, it's really weird. Look, it's like flexible, right? And you can
Weird.
put it in windows and everything like that. I was going to put it up on this thing up here, like on
Where'd
this
you get
bit.
it from?
China.
China.
Let's see, you're going to do it in the accent, China.
But it's got like loads of really random things on it. So if I put this up, now I can change it to really random things. So let me see if that works. Have I changed it? Look. I'm going to change it to like eyes.
Ka-chow.
It looks like the Queen.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's got
Ka-chow.
like really random. Look, like these are all preset kind of like things on it. But I want to let's go on to a season one because this is the Christmas show. So we'll just have Santa going through the. How cool is it though? Look, and then
Mate, you're going to need to send me a link for that. I'm going to need one of those.
It's really cool. You'll like this one, Ash. Look, you got loads of Halloween stuff on there. Look, and it all animate. So you can like put it in your windows at Halloween and kind of have all stuff going on. You can.
I need one of these.
Look.
Mate, if I had that in my window, I would just have the words "subscribe to SuperSorrell" on it, and
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So
Even if
but
you're
it-
driving by.
But then the really cool thing is that you can like draw on it. So on the app, you can actually it gives you all of the dots, and you can actually draw your own thing.
Pixel art.
So this is just text. I just put text on it and put the animation of like scrolling. But
You
yeah,
just get Pac-Man and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Pac-Man's on it. To be fair, but look. So let
Or
me
put
just-
Ghostbusters. Yeah, it could be like the Ghostbusters bit on Ghostbusters 2.
What does it say on that?
Geek Week.
No. What does it say on Ghostbusters 2?
Ghostbusters. I actually don't know. What does this say? Ghostbusters?
Yeah,
Probably does say Ghostbusters.
That changed.
That's cool.
Oh, we're ready to believe you.
Cool.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know how to, but I can put like emojis on it, and then I just hit send, and then that. I haven't put any animations to that, but look, you can put emojis on it. No, but okay, right.
That looks like you did that to avoid any copyright infringement.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
It's cool though, isn't it?
Busting does make me feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. Bethany said,
I love the
put
way
Ghostbusters on it. Andy's already said, I've messaged you on Instagram, mate. I need one. But yeah, they're cool. They are cool.
Genuinely, you need to send me the link for that.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
I kind of feel like, but I've also known you for like 18 years, so I kind of feel like I should get at least a link.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. There's loads of this is what cracks me up about it though, right? So there's loads of like there's all different subjects on the app. So there's like seasons, emojis, that kind of stuff, and then there's just a thing called Drive. So obviously people have kind of invented it because to put in the back of their car.
It's edible too.
Please wait. Look. This car is reversing.
I was about to say, why are the headlights at the front? And now it makes sense.
Well, look. Right. So if you break down, you put it in the back of your car.
I need to get one of those for the next quiz I do, like the Easter quiz. To go
I'm trying to see
who's got right, wrong, right.
Look at this one. Look. Oh. Keep the distance, or you will suffer a lot. I think it's great. I think it's
informative and aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, but there's loads of things on the app, which is really cool. But I will, if anyone's messaged me on Instagram, I'll send you a link. They're pretty cool. They are pretty cool. There's loads of things on there that are relevant to me, like look. Alcohol. Alcohol.
I love it. It looks as if like you're looking at it drunk first as well, and then it corrects it to alcohol.
Yeah, but there's loads of it. There's so many things on there, like so many things on there.
It slices, it dices at so low prices.
You can do your own. You can do your own animations. You can do your own text and all that kind of stuff, which I just think is really cool. So I just didn't really know what to do with it, but yeah.
I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, but I do need one.
No, I know. That was exactly my mentality. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but
I kind of feel like, you know, in like cartoons when we were a kid, when like Roadrunner would go off, like Wile E. Coyote would be on the edge of a cliff, hold up a sign saying like, oh no. I kind of feel like you could just do that now instead of talking on like Geek, where you could just be like, whop, whop, and then just fall off the bottom of the screen.
But the cool thing is you can set up a program list as well. So you could literally have like hours of kind of text and stuff and set it up in a program list, and it will just rotate round, and it just literally
just turning into an advert, isn't it?
It's what?
It's just turning into an advert now.
Oh, I know. But I think there's these cool little things that you find that I think I need to share. And it's got a long old wire, it plugs into USB, and there's a switch. So look, I can just kill it.
You know what you should do, right? You should get your Quicksilver action figure, stand it on it, and animate like a road going really fast, and then take a video from above. Or like Sonic.
That'd be pretty cool.
You're welcome.
But it's I will send you links. But yeah, LED matrix panel or whatever it is. But yeah, I thought it was cool. But yeah, there we go. That was my little present to myself.
Good gift.
Let you guys carry on while I try to pack it. Oh, and it also comes with a little remote control. Look.
Well, you were laughing at my. You were laughing at my bag of blind bags.
I will always laugh at your bag of blind bags because it's just fun to say.
I said about a week ago I wanted to go into the new year with nothing in this bag. Right, I failed because I've just keep adding to it all the time. So this is the current state of affairs. It is literally overflowing, right?
Wow.
But the problem is, I went shopping today, And
No.
now I have two.
Oh my god.
There's all these little children that are hoping for little blind bag goodies.
No,
in their
Sorrell's
pocket.
got them all.
And it's like, where are they all? They're in
Ash,
Sorrell.
we need to confess something, by the way. This actually isn't the Geek Week, and we're not live. We're worried about you, man. We care about you. This is a safe space.
It's okay.
We think you've got a blind bag problem.
An
I've
intervention.
definitely got a SpongeBob problem because I can't find one of the bloody things I want. And then today
I kind of feel like it almost looks like you've got like stock on your shelf now, like that, like the actual shop displays.
It's amazing. I love it. I love this setup now. I'm well chuffed with it. But
It's cool.
Mate, Home Bargains.
It's the
of all
blind
places.
bag.
Home
Buy me a
Bargains have got
toy.
loads. It's like the $1.99 for the Fugglers. I had to get some of them. $1.99 for this stupid Kingdom Mania Disney one. I've got a full haul video coming tomorrow, but they're all like $1.99 each now.
What I love about that though is like you're saying, oh, it's just $1.99, but I bought 400 of them.
Wow.
And of course, I had to Dungeons and Dragons sticker book.
I saw
Got
that.
another sticker
I did
book.
see that. Has either of you seen Sonic yet? That's out. I'm going there tomorrow.
No, I
I
can't
will
wait
be
to see
seeing
it.
it hopefully in the next week or two, but I am going to have to bid you a Merry Christmas. And unfortunately, I've got to be up stupidly early for work tomorrow.
No,
But
that's fine, buddy. We knew that you were
No
only
worries,
here
dude.
for a little while.
so me and these little ears have to rest
No.
their weary head.
We appreciate you stopping by, Ryan. It has been awesome having you on, even it be it only a short amount of time. I will
Can't
speak
wait
to
to
you
hear
before.
the next insult when I come on next time.
Ryan, you know we love you. But no, thank you very much. I'll speak to you before, but obviously just while we're live on air, have a wicked Christmas. And yeah, you know.
And
all
to
that
you
stuff.
both. And to all a good night. Bye, audience people.
See you
Merry
later, Ryan.
Christmas.
Bye.
Keep it geek.
Oh, he had to do it, didn't he?
He did. Shelley, I'm sorry. There's a hotel you can stay at and go and play D&D for a weekend. You need to send me deets. You need to send me deets of this thing. I do not have anyone to play D&D with. If I could go for a weekend getaway of solitude playing D&D for a whole weekend, my God, that'd be like geek nerddom of the biggest degree. I would love it.
Just quickly, Andy, I haven't got your message, mate. I'm just trying to send you a link and I haven't got it. So double check you sent it to me, because if you send it to someone
Well,
else,
say it to me. I ain't going either.
what? Sorry,
I ain't going either. I was not double check. Send it to me.
I finally got around to opening this one.
Finally.
No, finally got around to opening it. Now that I'm putting my figures back up, and I'm gonna say it, I actually prefer this version of the Vulture to this one. Like,
It is nice.
it's much more superior, I think. Like personally, and especially like both with the old man heads. I mean, this head sculpt is really good. Like, it's a really good old man head sculpt. But there's something really cool about this figure. So I haven't done Legends in a long time, so I was quite excited to kind of open it up and have a look. But yeah. I'll keep an eye on it, Andy, and then if it comes through, I will send you it. But I cannot see it at the moment. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's definitely not come through, mate. Definitely not come through.
Have you watched Red One yet on Amazon?
No.
That's amazing. You need to watch it.
Oh, Andy, I've just got it.
Yeah, there's you can get that new Red One on Amazon Prime now. So obviously we're out at cinemas, and I was kind of like, I was gonna go see it in the cinema. I was like, I really don't want to pay to see this film if it's garbage. But no, I watched it on Amazon Prime with my family the other night, and it's actually really funny. I actually really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would.
It's on Amazon Prime, and we've kind of put it aside as, we've kind of put it aside as a one to watch over Christmas.
They've built a world there, and do you know what? I would love to see more stories from that world. Not necessarily Christmas stories, but like you'll see when you watch it. There's a whole backstory of stuff they could do with that, and it's amazing.
Oh, really?
Well, there's like a government agency that looks after the mythical creatures of the world.
Nice.
So like it's a world where Krampus exists, Santa exists, the Loch Ness, the Bigfoot.
I just really like the snowmen in it. The snowmen in that trailer looked wicked, and yeah, we've put it aside as like our Christmas film this year to watch.
It's funny. It's good for.
So we'll probably watch it maybe tomorrow night or Christmas Eve or something.
Thing is, I had Sonic spoiled for me, by the way, because I'd stay off TikTok because there are the post credit scene is all over TikTok. I've already seen it and it's amazing. I can't wait.
Really?
Yeah. There's going to be another film.
I don't know where they can go with it. Like,
as soon as you do you know about future? I mean, like I know obviously our generation was about up to knuckles. My brother, he's a little bit younger than me. He got Shadow the Hedgehog through GameCube. There are other characters that have come out since. There are other little characters that they can use now. So, and yeah.
Okay, I think I know where you're going with this. No, I'm really excited. I'm going to take my 2 youngest tomorrow. Yeah, we were just talking, and I was like, "Yeah, let's go cinema tomorrow. Do a Christmassy kind of." It's not a Christmas film, but you know they always have the big releases at Christmas. So we were like, "Yeah, we're going to see it." So, but yeah, I've seen all the kind of press tour for it and everything like that, and it just looks really cool. But while we are talking about stuff, because there is some stuff that's happened this week that we do need to talk about before the end of the show. You're down a rabbit hole now of a D&D hotel, right?
D&D in a castle, an actual castle. You stay in a castle and play D&D for a whole weekend. They have their own podcast and everything. Oh my God, I'm in. I'm 100% in.
Okay, we might have to do a Geek Week tour on that one.
That'd be amazing. Oh, that would be a cool weekend, wouldn't it?
We might have to put that in.
Although I'm a bit worried that I've just clicked on like there is a thing that says Dungeon Masters, and if that comes up on my timeline, on my history line, my missus will be having questions. You want to go for a weekend away with Dungeon Master Amanda Hammond or Alicia Marie?
I think you're on the wrong site there with Sorrell.
Beth the Bard. Is that you in the comments, Beth? Are you Beth the Bard by any chance?
Forward the link over to me and we'll have a look. Maybe we'll do it as a.
That would be amazing.
So yeah, so listen, we've got like half hour or so left of the show.
We do.
But there are some big things that have happened this week, right? So let's start with the smaller ones. Obviously, I know you haven't watched it yet, but What If season 3, episode 1 dropped today. It's fun. It's typical What If. It's totally out there and all the rest of it. This one is very kaiju and mechs and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, is it the one with the big mech suits?
Yeah, so you've got like a Moon Knight mech and a Captain America mech and everything like that. But it's cool. It's very cool. And I watched it with my youngest son, who's 5, and he was loving it, like absolutely loving it. And one word, Hulkzilla. Right, that's all I'm saying. Right, but it was fun. It was fun. But the cool thing about What If is that they've got, I think, 8 episodes in total, and they're dropping one every single day from now. So we'll get another one tomorrow, and then every day after that, which is all very cool.
All the Mech Strike toys, by the way, are discounted to £5 a piece now in Entertainer, just in case your son's after any. You watch them get picked up now after this first episode. The will do now, yeah.
If most 5-year-olds watched it like mine did, it'll get picked up.
Yeah.
We obviously had Skeleton Crew episode 4, which was a lot of fun. I'm glad that they've not, without giving too many spoilers away, because I know not everyone's watching it. It's this time of year, people are kind of catching up with it as they go. But I'm glad that the story's still very ongoing as opposed to concluded. It was a good episode, I think. One of my favorites, I think, maybe.
I don't know of any Adam. Yeah,
that last scene was wicked, like really wicked. But yeah, it's just a really good show, and the originality of doing a Star Wars universe show without Jedis and lightsabers and Sith and everything like that is just very cool. It's really refreshing, and I think it just shows the level of opportunity that universe has. That makes sense.
Yeah, massive. It's just going from strength to strength. Every episode's getting better and better. We're getting more and more into the story, and it was just a really fun episode overall. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. Without giving anything away, it was an amazing episode again. So I'm looking forward to seeing where the story goes. Do we know how many episodes it is long?
I don't know. I've not actually checked. One thing I would like to see from it is a bit more alien or monster alien kind of things. I'd like to see something a little bit bigger. Does that make sense? Just because we've seen we've seen a lot of the kind of big animal type aliens in like episode 2, for example, and stuff like that. And episode 1, Phantom Menace, there was all those aliens under the water and stuff like that. Whereas we've not really seen any creatures.
Do you mean like animal creatures, like
yeah,
that's,
like
that's what
that
you mean,
kind of thing. And I would just like to see how this group of people deal with that, because obviously when it's Sith and stuff, it's all kind of force and lightsabers and stuff. But it would just be cool to see the more grounded characters deal with that element of like trouble. If that makes sense.
Okay. Well, I just want to go over something with you that I think I found out, right?
Okay.
So the program so far has been mainly headed up by certain people. It's been, David Lowery's directed most of them, and Christopher Ford and John Watts have been the main writers for nearly all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, on episode 6, it switches gears, and it's a different writer, and Bryce Dallas Howard takes over as the main director.
Interesting.
So Bryce Dallas Howard, obviously Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
She did a lot of episodes in Mandalorian.
Yep.
She touches on episodes usually when either Ahsoka or what's she called, other bounty Mandalorian lady with red hair from Big Bang Theory, and what's she called? What's she called? Come on, she sits on the throne sideways and stuff. Anytime she's basically in it, Bryce Dallas Howard usually writes the episodes.
Sabine Wren.
No, the other Mandalorian lady that had
yeah.
You know what I mean, though. Every time she's in these things, Bryce Dallas Howard usually writes the episodes, or Ahsoka. So that could be a little bit of a thing when we might see some characters maybe from the Mando universe maybe somehow cross into this. Maybe I might be completely off balance with that, but it's just weird how it's the same writer and director, then suddenly episode 6 it changes to Bryce Dallas Howard randomly.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Jack. How do we forget that?
I'm crap with names. I've never been good with names.
Yeah, I'm not very good at names. But yeah, all in all, Skeleton Crew is very cool, and I'm looking forward to where it's going. Trailer wise, though, very quickly, I finally got around to watching Venom: Last Dance.
Why did you bother?
You know what? The reviews for it were exactly what it was. And it's very much that, if you enjoyed the others,
you'll enjoy this one.
You'll watch this. It's gonna it is nothing like Venom in the comic books. It never has been.
No.
But it's
the complete waste of Null for me. The complete waste of a character.
Massively. I mean, he was like the main protagonist because he was in the background the whole way along, but obviously they didn't bring him into it. But in reality, they couldn't, because if they did, it would just be too big. And it was cool to see other symbiotes and kind of, but even then they kind of took symbiotes that were from comic book and made them very different, and kind of created some new ones and stuff. But if I'm honest, it was the weaker out of the 3. I think that they go Venom 1, Venom 2, Venom 3. I think that's how it goes. Venom 3 is definitely the third in a trilogy, and it's fallen victim of that. The third one is nowhere near as strong as the second, and nowhere near as strong as the first. But the one thing I did take from it is they did leave it very open-ended for Venom and Eddie to come back if needs be. So I think there's a good chance we might get Tom Hardy back as Eddie Brock, but in the Spider-Man universe and more comic book accurate.
Sony are on the verge of selling the whole Spider-Man franchise back to Marvel at this point.
You know what? I did read this, and I do agree. Movie-wise,
the games though is where Sony sells, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think there will be some kind of clause that they can still develop games and that kind of stuff, but the Marvel can maybe have the characters, because obviously Craven's come out, and spoilers, there are cameos in it that if you're on social media, you would have seen these cameos, and they've brought more and more characters from the Spider-Man universe into the Sonyverse, but they never seem to land well. On the back of that, though, and the reason I kind of brought it up is because I wanted to talk Sonyverse, because I wanted to talk Morbius, because I wanted to talk Jared Leto, because have you heard what he's just been confirmed as casting?
No.
He has been cast as Skeletor in the upcoming live-action He-Man film.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Like, I really like Jared Leto. Like, I really like him. He's just there's something about him as a person that comes across as very likable. But when you look at Morbius, you look at Joker, you look at like these roles that he's taken on that are kind of iconic or should be big roles that the films have always dived. And I don't necessarily think it's his fault.
No.
But I'm really hoping that the writing is good so that he can do something with Skeletor that
I'm hoping they're going down the Skeletor's the big evil baddie, and he doesn't have a stupid voice in the live action film. Because the moment if they do a big evil Skeletor and then suddenly goes, meh, that's just you're gonna lose everybody, aren't you?
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know. Joker in space is just not what we need.
No, they've put out a cast list of who's confirmed. Yeah, so there we go. There was another trailer that dropped this week.
Before we get to that, did you see what? Because obviously I sent you a couple of things this afternoon. The girl from Stranger Things is potentially cast as a Jean Grey. A lot of people on the internet are feeling weird about it, but to be fair, she's young enough to carry it. She'll be in her 20s by the time this film comes out. So I think they need a young cast to keep it going for a couple of movies. You can't tell the X-Men story in one film. So they need to think about the future of Marvel if they're going to keep it going. So she's a perfect candidate, I think, for Jean Grey.
Yeah, it's a weird one with the X-Men film because obviously 20th Century Fox did both versions. They did the older cast and then they went back and did the younger cast. So they've kind of covered both bases already. Where Marvel are going to pitch it is very much what I'm curious about. But if she has been cast, it kind of gives you a flavor of where the age bracket will be for these characters. But
her casting apparently is more or less sold at this point. A lot of sources are claiming it. The one that no one really knows about yet, but we do know that Jason Isaacs has officially signed something with Marvel recently. We don't know if it's a voice role, an acting role, but he's English and he's a decent age. He could make a damn good Magneto. He plays a damn good villain in Harry Potter and obviously in Star Wars as well. He played the Inquisitor in the cartoons. I think he'd make a really good, version of Magneto with that voice that he uses.
I think he could potentially be an Xavier as well.
He could be a really good Xavier if he's goes for his really posh speaking kind of voice that he sometimes uses. Yeah, he could be.
So
I just think he's a good. I was thinking he's known for being villainous. He's a good villain. He's a character you love to hate. So I mean, he would play a damn good Magneto, I think. Oh yeah, he could definitely be Xavier.
Yeah, no, I agree. But there was 2 trailers that dropped this week that we need to talk about. And I think we need to talk about them in excitement or internet excitement level. Which one's which. The first one obviously is Karate Kid Legends. So that trailer dropped this week. And we were wrong, weren't we?
Mate, I am so unexcited for this film now.
I don't know. It
doesn't make sense.
All I get from it is they kind of went, Cobra Kai has done really well. Let's get a movie out quick.
Feels that way.
And I don't know.
A kid that he's already been trained by Jackie Chan in the art of kung fu, and now he's coming to America to be trained by Daniel Russo in the art of karate. Just doesn't make sense. He can't be the kid that's being bullied when he knows kung fu, and he does them fancy kicks and things that he does in the trailers. Like, you can't be bullied.
And obviously, Jackie Chan talks about Mr. Miyagi because he obviously knew him. So there's obviously that link there. I'm just very confused at this point. and I'm just not sure what to kind of make of it.
Yeah.
I'm pleased, but
I'm hoping I'm wondering whether they've released the trailer a bit early and whether we're going to find out. Maybe it is still somehow not linked in, but maybe there's a lead from Cobra Kai to this, and that the Cobra Kai team win the Sakai Takai, whatever. No, Miyagi-Do wins the Sakai Takai, and that's how Jackie Chan learns of LaRusso's name. That's the only way I can plausibly put this all together.
It has to tie to it. Not necessarily directly, but Daniel LaRusso's story is going to go somewhere in Cobra Kai. And then if they're bringing a movie out, it has to continue. Like, it has to be, it doesn't necessarily need to be a storyline continuation, but his character will be where he is at the end of the series. And he needs to be in that place, or at least further on from that place, starting the movie. So there needs to be some kind of link, even if it is a tedious one. But I don't know. I'm just not as excited about it as I thought I was going to be.
Yeah, me too.
And it kind of come out, and I was like, "Oh, the Karate Kid Legends trailer's out," and it looks very cool. But I'm just very tied up with Cobra Kai at the moment.
Yeah,
and I don't really know how to feel about a movie. Yeah,
same.
But a big one this week, without a doubt, was the Superman trailer, which has got the internet divided, like any good trailer, like any good thing does.
Okay. I'm loving the fact that James Gunn is not messing about and not giving us a stupid origin story again, and that we're just jumping in. Superman, he's already got his doggy, and we've already got a bunch of other heroes in the city. We saw Hawkman. We saw
there's Hawk Girl. There was Green
Girl.
Lantern. Guy Gardner's Green Lantern.
Yeah.
There was
Mr.
Terrific,
Luthor, Mr. Terrific,
Lex Luthor. There's the Engineer, I think, is another one in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's loads. There's a few. So I'm really excited. I'm massively excited. Anyone that saw my Instagram and whatnot on my socials will see that I'm very excited. And the thing that I think I'm most excited for is that this is going to be Superman for our kids. This is Superman for them, because for a lot of them, the Snyderverse, they were too young. They were, not interested. So this is going to be Superman. And for me as a kid, Christopher Reeve's Superman, like, changed my life, is a safe way to say it. Like, I am obsessed with superheroes the way I am because of seeing that Superman film when I was a kid. Like, it changed my trajectory with superheroes and stuff like that. And
this had a very Reeves feel to it, in my opinion, didn't it? It had a very Reeves, that film feel.
And this is going to be Superman for them. So before we get into the kind of internet side of it, the kind of rumor is that this film is very much going to be based in a world where Superman is established. He's, like you say, there's no origin story. He's there, he's doing his thing. And people have kind of lost faith in him a little bit because he doesn't kill, and there are other heroes out there that do, and he's very kind of outdated and whatnot. So that's kind of where it is, and it's all about Superman kind of finding his path and becoming Superman again. But the internet is divided for a couple of reasons. So there's obviously a huge amount of people out there that are just blown away by it and just excited. There's a whole bunch of people out there that are complaining that it's just another James Gunn, throw a load of characters together, make it a bit stupid and quirky, and do the James Gunn treatment to it. But it's worked for Peacemaker, it worked for Suicide Squad, it worked for Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, do you know what I mean? So okay, it's going to be a James Gunn film. Like, the guy's big in DC now, so make of it what you will. But there's also a really bizarre group of people out there that are being really protective over the Snyderverse now, and sort of going, how can you go from that to this? And everyone hated on the Snyderverse when it came out. Like, Henry Cavill got so much hate for Superman. Like, yes, there were fans of it, but there was also so much hate. And it just, I don't get it. I don't get how we get something new and now everyone's complaining again. Like, stop complaining. We've got a Superman film coming and it looks incredible. He's got red pants again. That's like, what more do you want?
Yeah. And And I think it's cool that they're jumping in at a point where we've already got Crypto. He's obviously already got a relationship established with Lois Lane by the looks of it from the trailer. He's obviously kissing her in the trailer and stuff as Superman, which doesn't happen in the comics a lot later, doesn't it? Because she doesn't find out he's Superman for quite late into the comics. And I'm even a lot of people are about like Nicholas Hoult. I'm quite excited for Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor.
I think
he looks the business.
Yeah, I think he looks fantastic as Lex. That's one thing I will say about the previous versions we had. Like the Lex Luthor in the Snyderverse just didn't work for me. It just wasn't Lex. Whereas this version of Lex looks straight out of the comic book. He looks evil. He looks manipulating. He looks clean. Like, do you know what I mean? It's Lex has to be menacing by just being an evil person. And I think you kind of get that from this trailer. You kind of get that from this vibe. And I think he will do a phenomenal job with it. I really do. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I don't... There are a lot of people out there that are not. And a lot of people that are kind of sitting on the fence. Because this was only a teaser trailer. This wasn't a proper trailer. This was just a teaser trailer. But for me, hearing that song and hearing the music that accompanied the trailer... It gave me goosebumps, like that slow kind of build, that electric guitar kind of riff, like it gave me goosebumps. And like I said, for me, Superman he was my first superhero. Do you know what I mean? He was the one, and for there to be a new Superman film around the corner, I can't help but be excited. And like you say, we got Crypto, which is great.
I'm after seeing that, I'm excited to see where James Gunn goes next. Obviously, he's done this film and he's kind of already linking the Lantern police force in with Guy Lantern. I don't know the names. And because obviously he's going to be part of it's Nathan Fillion, isn't it? And he's going to be doing the TV series, the Lantern Police like TV thing. So he's already tying that in. He's obviously tying Hawkgirl in and a few other characters. So I'm excited to see if he does that with Superman. Then obviously he's doing Batman next. How many characters he's going to throw at that as well to then kind of establish the universe without a bunch of origin stories. I'm quite excited for that and see what, because like if he's going to jump in with Batman and then if it's going to be quite a late on story, we already got Robin thrown in, and you know what I mean, it could be a really cool setup for a universe with two titular characters.
And this is what cracks me up is that people are complaining because James Gunn throws a lot of characters in and kind of makes a big team up movie, but like you say, we don't want like a dozen origin story films that are not necessarily going to be amazing to just then see that character in a movie with a team up. So to see these characters as established characters in the universe, he's kind of like, the way I looked at it is that the MCU is there and it's been going for years and years, and it's built and it's doubled up and it's folding in on itself and pulled out again. Like there's so much to the MCU, and James Gunn has kind of come along and gone, you know what, here's the DC universe. Like here we are, like, and it's just started off. They're not trying to slow burn it. They're not trying to kind of build it up. They've kind of gone, yeah, we all know those characters exist in the DC universe. So seeing them all there straight away is kind of cool. And when it comes to the origin stories, look at things like Peacemaker. Okay, so Peacemaker's like more of an unknown character in the comic books. Not everyone knew who he was, but then he became such a fan favorite in that Suicide Squad film that they then done a spin-off series, and we kind of got that, not origin story, but that background story of Peacemaker in the form of a TV show, and we've got a second series coming as well. So it's obvious that he's not kind of against the idea of, you know, if somebody resonates well with the audience, they will give us more on that character, but if they don't, then at least they've kind of served their purpose in the film. So yeah, I have zero complaints at this point. The only thing that got me was the way that Clark Kent looked, because he had like curly hair and like, you know, very modern kind of looking younger person, like, you know, with little perm and I don't even know what the name of the haircut's called, but where they've got like the curly hair on the top and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's not what Superman looks like. But then I thought, you know what, maybe it is, because if he's playing however old, like maybe that is how he looks. Like, who am I to say? Who am I to judge Superman's haircut?
You've got to remember the world's moved on from 1970, and you can't really have the the slick back hair with a little cute little fucking
Yeah.
twiddly bit at the front, because it wouldn't work in a modern day movie. It'd just look out of place. In the 1970s, that might have looked normal. You know what I mean? I went around then, but they've got characters have got to look modern to fit in with the world around them as well.
Yeah. Oh, massively. But it's the other thing that gets me as well is that the way that people kind of complain about,
For the sake of complaining.
like, about what?
For the sake of complaining for the sake of complaining, basically.
Well, like, okay, so for me, Christopher Reeve, hands down, is Superman. He was Superman for me as a kid. Those films are my go-tos. They are the ones that, they're my Superman films. But that doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy Henry Cavill as Superman, or Brandon Routh as Superman, or, Tyler Hoechlin. I can never pronounce his surname, but in the Superman and Lois TV show.
Yeah.
Or even, Dean Cain and Tom Welling, like, as TV Supermen. You know what I mean? Like, all of those people who have played Superman in one way or another, that doesn't replace Christopher Reeve as Superman. No. Of course, Christopher Reeve is Superman to me, but seeing these other actors portray the character, it doesn't take anything away from Christopher Reeve. It just gives us an opportunity to have more of that character. So, am I excited about seeing more? 100%. Will it replace Christopher Reeve for me as Superman? No, but I don't think that's what it's trying to do. I don't think any of these films are trying to replace what's been before. It's just something new. It's just the next chapter of it all. So I'm massively excited for this, and it's really revived my faith in live action DC.
Yeah.
I think that the DC universe is definitely going to potentially be one to be reckoned with. I think it's going to give the Marvel universe a run for its money.
100%.
It's, and Crypto. And we've already been told that Crypto, Superdog, has only got about 10 minutes worth of screen time. We know he's not in it the whole way through. So, seeing him and seeing where he fits in it all, happy days. Like, that's what it is. No, one of my oldest mugs. I've been using this one on a Geek Week for years and years. My Superman mug, which I actually got in the Warner Brothers studio store. I don't even see it.
Many moons ago,
when there was a Warner Brothers studio store in Lakeside, I think it was. But yeah, Superman's my guy.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for it. Excited for it.
It's going to be.
But yeah, I was just gonna say that like, if he's going to do this with Superman, I'm looking forward to seeing where we go next. You know what I mean? Like, if he's going to throw all this at Superman, what the hell is he going to throw at Batman? How many villains are we going to get thrown in there? You know what I mean? I just really wish that they would bring Creature Commandos to somewhere in the UK to be streamed. I'm sick of waiting now.
That's a bit frustrating. I do kind of want to get on and watch that. The rumor I did hear was the Matt Reeves Batman is supposedly in talks to be included in this DC universe, but I don't know how that would fit. But there's definitely
which Batman?
The new one, the Matt Reeves Batman, the director Matt Reeves.
Director Matt Reeves. And they're thinking, who the hell's Matt Reeves? So
no, Robert Pattinson.
The new what? So like Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Yeah. I know. I don't know how that would work, but
that wouldn't fit with the aesthetic they've made with Superman. That aesthetic needs to continue now. If you look at Marvel, they have an aesthetic that works for Marvel. They do things with different films, but they have an overall look. And I think to go from the dark, gritty Gotham to the bright, sparkling lights of Metropolis wouldn't work. They need to have a look throughout. So I mean, they need a new Batman that's a bit in keeping with what Superman's going to be. If you want to,
definitely. They just said in the chat there, who is it that said it? Shelley, Jensen Anker. I can never pronounce her name. But Supernatural and The Boys is supposedly playing Batman. There is a lot of rumors. I don't know if that's been confirmed fully. I know there's a lot of fan trailers out there. I know he's voiced the character before as well. He would work though. He really would work.
Mhm.
I like him as an actor. I think he could. I'm trying to think what he voiced. What one did he voice?
Well, he's done all sorts, hasn't he?
The Long Halloween, I think.
Yeah.
Or was
I
it the
think
Red
so.
Hood? No, he voiced. He played Red. He played Red Hood as well. I'm sure he did. Or I don't know, but I think it was the Long Halloween. I'm just googling it. Yes, Long Halloween. Long Halloween, and a whole bunch of others. Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2, Legion of Superheroes. Yeah, he's voiced Batman a bunch of times. So having him play Batman could definitely work. Definitely work. Yeah. I'm just really excited. I'm really excited. And the thing I'm really excited about as well is, do I like my comic books? Yeah, I love my comic books and my action figures and all my trading cards and all the rest of it. But there is no denying that the live action scene for superheroes
Yeah.
makes a massive difference in kind of where it fits in your headspace. And the fact that Marvel's pumping stuff out all the time, you're very familiar and you're, like we've always talked about Marvel. We've very rarely talked about DC because they've not had that kind of presence in the way that Marvel have. So to have a DC extended universe and to have all these new characters and reoccurring characters and reimagined characters and stuff is just very exciting. It's a very exciting time to be kicking around and be a fan of
100%.
of
100%.
thing. There we go. She said, "Our Pat is man again," and Barry, I can never pronounce his surname either. He's Joker, but we saw him as Joker at the end of Batman, didn't we? Him and Riddler were talking. So maybe I don't know, but it's just. But the thing is, as well, is you don't even know what the feel of this Superman film is yet. We've only seen the teaser trailer, so you could look at it and go, "Oh, it's James Gunn, so it's going to be slapstick and funny and all the rest of it."
I didn't get that from the trailer at all.
I don't think it is. I think it's going to hit hard.
I don't think it's not going to be. It's not going to be Snyderverse dark gritty because that isn't the aesthetic they've gone for. They've gone for a comic book looking, like popcorn action movie, which is what it should be.
Yeah.
I'd love them to go back to that because this reminds me of the style that we had back in the 90s, like when Batman was fun, like a Batman Forever kind of feel, kind of a bit of a not campy but not too serious movie.
Yeah,
which is what a superhero film should be.
Yeah, 100% agree. And he's been around for a long time. Like Superman is an old character now, so the costume because one of the other comments I saw was that the costume that they've designed for this film doesn't look out of place with like the Amazon costume models. When you see the costumes like modeled on Amazon and stuff, and someone kind of put this costume in line with some, and it does kind of fit in. But Superman's been around for a long time. Like a red jumpsuit with a blue jumpsuit with bright red pants and a big red cape is very campy and is very old school superhero. But you look at the way the internet kicked off when they took the pants off of Cavill. Like, they released the Superman suit and he didn't have the red briefs, and everyone was like, "What? Like, you can't do Superman without that." So I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
100%.
Yeah. Fuzzy Dunlop, brilliant comment. He said, "People say that Gunn can't do emotional, serious stuff, but he had grown men crying at the end of Guardians 3. It doesn't have to be slapstick." Perfect. I mean, Guardians 3 was an emotional roller coaster without a doubt, and was definitely a good example of how Gunn can work. And I think too many people are looking at James Gunn as James Guardians of the Galaxy Gunn, and it's just comical characters and silly jokes and quips and all the rest of it. But you've only got to look what he did for these characters that we didn't know. Like, he takes these characters we don't know, like the Guardians of the Galaxy were not common knowledge. They weren't fan favorites. The Suicide Squad the version that he gave us anyway, Peacemaker, you know, they weren't household names as such, and he's turned them into household names. So imagine what he can do with somebody like Superman. Like, I'm really apprehensive, and I really, you know, in a good way, think that there's going to be a lot of people eating their hat when it comes to it.
Yeah, I think it's because people obviously see what James Gunn did as a writer. When they look back on his thing, obviously he did like Scooby-Doo, but he also did Dawn of the Dead. So I mean, he's very definitely polar opposite when it comes to how he writes and directs and stuff. So I mean, yeah. I think he's going to do well with it. I think it's going to work.
I think it's going to be amazing. I really do. I really do. But we are into the last couple of minutes of our show, so don't want to do a quick sign off because obviously this is our big geeky Christmas special quiz and chat. So obviously we've had our Christmassy bit at the beginning. So in reality, all that kind of leaves us to say is obviously we hope that everybody that tunes in and watches Geek Week has a fantastic Christmas. Obviously gets the things that they ask for, the things that they deserve, and just enjoys it, really. I mean, for me, Christmas is all about family and just spending time with my kids and my wife and the extended family that we got, that, you know, and just enjoying each other's company. My kids have a lot of toys that I'm looking forward to opening with them. That's kind of what I got it. Yeah. So it's just, we just hope that you have a really good Christmas. When does your Christmas? Are you fully in Christmas mode now? Sorry,
yeah, 100%. So like today was the last day that I was like, I'm venturing outside. I'm now in the house for the next 4 days straight now, probably.
Nice.
With just Christmas movies and board games and just fun family time now.
Incredible. So yeah, obviously, if you are watching us on catch up, then the same applies. You know, we do hope that you have a fantastic Christmas. We will be back next Sunday with our end of the year show. So we are going to do an end of the year show, a geek year in review, if you like. We're gonna kind of review everything. I believe
we're going to be joined by Triple G Comics, our good friend and friend of the channel. He'll be joining us for our end of Geeky Week sort of special of the year in review, if you will. He'll be joining us for that. I went on his end of year show the other week, so he's going to come on ours and chat on with us as well.
Perfect. So this isn't, you know, this is just our Christmas one. So we will end tonight's show. Just quickly, if you are watching us on catch up, sorry, what do they need to put in the chat?
Hashtag catch up crew.
Good stuff. And if you are watching us all the way to the end, as it's a Christmas one, what should we get them to write this week?
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
There you go. So if you're watching us on catch up and you watched it to the end, then pop that in the chat just so that we know that you've been watching us. So we're going to leave you this week on a little Christmassy note because we know you guys love the jingles. So we put together a little Christmas one for you. So that's about it from us. Have a fantastic Christmas and keep it geek.
Happy holidays, it's the time of cheer. We're all together spreading love and good cheer. With Jacob's toys and SuperSorrell too. Merry Christmas, we're celebrating with you. So here's to the joy that's spread it wide. Geek Week's Christmas, we're filled with pride. Happy holidays, it's the time of cheer. We're all together spreading love and good cheer. With Jacob's toys and SuperSorrell too. Merry Christmas, we're celebrating with you.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Like, share, subscribe, don't miss out.